This place is dark beyond dark. You feel it too, right? I'm sticking to light wherever I can find it.
Are you the true soul? I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. The shadows have eyes. Go on!
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Salutations.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
No time to rest. What path lies before me?
Don't stick about. Her torch will keep you safe. More or less. I'll keep an eye for other true souls, and then head to camp. Can't get out of here fast enough.
Don't want to draw any attention. Don't mind if I do.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps. Let's get on with it.
Never a dull moment. Moving ahead. This calls for careful footwork.
This beast didn't go down without a fight.
Might be useful. What do we have here?
gored to death by the look of it.
The corpse has nothing to say.
Light on my feet. Bet I can crack that open. If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Open up. At the ready. Just out of view. These boots have seen everything. Moving in. Out of sight, out of mind. Taking my time in the shadows. Wonder if the gods are watching me. Better be cautious. Never wanted the easy path. Let's see what you're hiding. Wonder what's past this.
Only make it prettier. Wait! Someone out there?
Lovely day, this. For now.
Can't slow down. Maybe I need more pockets.
A pile of belongings, forsaken to the curse, so that their owners could escape with their lives.
Hey, boy. You want the bone? Fetch! You see that blighter go? Swallowed whole by the shadow curse. Bet it was pure tasty. You're the true soul we're taking to Moonrise, I'm guessing. Don't worry, boss, you're in good hands. We've got a guide. Talk to Kansif inside. He'll run through it. Anything for a true soul. Put in a good word for me at Moonrise, eh? Piss off! I'm busy.
Can we get moving? Nab these boots from a gnome and they don't bloody fit. Seems like a good moment to talk.
I miss the camp. It's too quiet out here.
Stay sharp. These shadows can sneak up on you.
Wait! Someone out there?
True soul. An honor. Did you bring the lyre? We were told to expect a true soul. That Night Warden Minthara would send someone with her lyre to summon a guide through the darkness. I admit, I'm surprised a true soul does not know this. Where are you headed, exactly? Ah, you do have it. Then pluck a tune, and our guide will come scuttling.
Yes, I hear them, Your Majesty, calling us. Their god and their guide together.
God. A Drider. I always thought the stories were exaggerated.
Greetings, in the Absolute's name. You have been charged with guiding us.
New flesh for you, my queen. But who are they?
Best introduce yourself. Perhaps you'll listen to a true soul.
and, well, in it.
And you? What are you?
More faithful of the Absolute. They need a guide to the tower, same as us.
Your minds connect, and you hear a whispered voice. The Absolute. Or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the dark.
A true soul. You have more worshippers every day, Majesty. Yes. Yes. They'll do nicely. We have our queen's favor. She speaks to us, protects us, graces us with her blessing.
And her magic lamp.
And they are jealous of your gift, Majesty. But you gave it to us, and we always keep it close. No! Our queen gave it to us. They wish to walk through the darkness alone. They are welcome to.
Oh, that's so. Maybe this'll change your mind.
No more demonstrations. Time is short, we need to go.
Yes, yes. We shall go. Your light leads the way, my queen. Are all ready? Things best avoided. Shadows lurking in shadows. Now, will they follow or stay? Bless us again, Majesty. Shine your light. Protect us. Come, follow and stay close. Do not leave the light. Do not feed the shadows.
You heard him. Move out!
Tolerable. Right away.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Object catches your eye. A lantern, it seems. Though no light flickers within.
Broken as an old heart. Nothing but dust inside.
Nothing about the lantern strikes you as unusual. This is pixie dust, used to illuminate a lamp, or left behind after a pixie's death.
Have to keep going.
They should stay closer. Stay in the light. Unless they want to become shadows. Wants to die in the dark, Majesty. Very well, my queen. Come back! Return to the light.
Always room for more.
Stray. They must keep up. The shadows are hungry.
Ain't all got 10 legs.
Patience. Majesty, you bless us with patience. Come back! We must stay in the light.
Looks like an ambush.
Turn to the light. Want to die in the dark, Majesty? They leave us again. Want to die in the dark, Majesty? Very well, my queen. We will wait. Come back! We must stay in the light. Return to the light.
That's a friendly looking shadow.
To die in the dark, Majesty? They leave us again. We need that lantern!
Eat it.
Time to press ahead.
I fear neither shadow.
No god dare protect you.
No mercy.
Rook to queen 6.
Torment. I'll cut you in half. For the absolute!
You will die here. The Absolute wills it so.
Watch this!
Wretched little things. No better than the shadows. But no matter, Majesty, they are already dead and soon forgotten.
Swift as my feet can carry me. What's inside?
I am shielded by Lady Shah. The Dark Lady shields me. I can feel her.
Good idea, I think.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Wait for Drider. Take prisoners. Tieflings. Gnomes. Duke. More. Moonrise Towers. Raxlin's settlement. Absolute.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
They must get on. They must hurry.
Aside from the wounds of battle, you can't see anything unusual.
All dead, Majesty. It is time for us to move on.
Come back! Want to die in the dark, Majesty? Leave us again. Come back! Return to the light. Stray. Want to die in the dark, Majesty? Leave us again.
Very well, my queen.
Widows and heretics, Majesty. But they won't stop us. They can't stop us!
There was a battle here once. A large one.
The old remains sport green armor and garb. What banner did they march under?
Very well, my queen. Wait.
Come back!
You must stay.
Turn to the light. Stray. Want to die. They leave us again. Come back!
You look twitchy, Stone Skin. Afraid of the dark?
In this place, only a fool wouldn't be.
Turn to the light. Stray. Want to die in the dark, Majesty? They leave us again. Come back! Turn to the light. Stray. Want to die in the dark, Majesty? They leave us again. Very well, my queen. We'll wait.
Something good here, I hope.
They leave us again. Come back! Stay, Majesty.
Long dead warriors clad in dark cloaks and fearsome armor. For what cause did they perish?
Want to die in the dark, Majesty? They leave us again.
Hauliers and merchants wanted. Sail the silvery seas, gaze upon the gate. No experience required.
Want to die in the dark, Majesty? Stay close. The shadows are darkest here, hungriest here. Do not stray from the light, no matter what they promise you.
There's the tower now, big lad. Your breech is still clean.
My blade is, but that can change.
Just keep talking. They will be silent. They approach your sanctuary, Majesty.
We're close. I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here.
Playtime's over. So, perk up your ears. You and the pup have a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. Questions! You're wasting my time! Let's see about getting your priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. You either mount a quick rescue, or you condemn Will to an eternity sizzling in the hells. Sounds like an easy choice to me.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash? Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soulbearer's fulfillment of related obligation.
You've heard of this provision, better known as the You First clause.
Now, get to Moonrise. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
New meat, Drider?
Oh, the Queen sent them. Her Majesty's flesh grows full and glorious.
Helped us with some harpers on the way too. They're shadow bait now.
Move.
His thoughts seek yours, searching, grasping. Your parasite squirms in recognition.
Disciple Zarel's in the Great Hall. She'll be wanting to see you. Rest of you, head on in.
The others will go in, but I will go up. My queen summons me to her chapel, to be in her presence. I hear you, sweet majesty. I am coming, my queen.
Absolute's blessing on ya. Maybe her design will throw us together again sometime.
Wish we was assigned to the war camp. Beer's surely better down there.
I should speak up.
In her name. We are favored. We are blessed.
To be so favored and so blessed, one feels positively riddled with envy.
The blessed will conquer all.
Plenty of supplies if you're running low, true soul.
There is only the absolute. Serve her. All will serve her.
There can be no doubt. This is the plan.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? I've shown Barnabas a kinder way. A kinder name is only fitting. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. She gathers many threads for her design, but it is still her design. And Barnabas has found his place in it. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
They battle silently for a long moment, the Gnoll's heart drumming with strain. Then all at once, his heart stops.
Oh, Barnabas. I'm so sorry, me darling. He isn't the first to die. Her love is simply too much for some. I hope you will fare better when your time comes. Please, Threll. And you will be called to ascend to the tower top. Many have gone before you, though not all have returned. The Absolute will give you a second chance, loves. Don't waste it.
The reaction failed. Perhaps I can pawn it off as a luck potion.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
I'm not worthy. I never learned the word.
Araj O'Blaudra, trader in all things occult. A very great pleasure to meet you, true soul. Should you be interested, I have a particular offer I'd like to make. Put plainly, I'd like your blood. A vial of true soul's blood, specifically. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. No one gave it to me. Rather ironically, it runs in the bloodline. We O'Blaudras are naturally curious folk. Always have been. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, Research, naturally. We O'Blaudras are simply curious by nature.
You realize why the name rings familiar? House O'Blaudra was purged a century ago by an alliance of rival drow houses. Among the many crimes tallied against them, their reckless experimentation with illithid breeding stock.
Blessed by the Absolute, but not blinded by it. Now I simply must study you. The beings you speak of have no use for gods, and yet here we stand in a church of their making. Unless they are not the makers, but simply the means, wouldn't that be a secret worth knowing? So let me adjust my offer. Your blood and your silence, in exchange for the potions I mention, and a tidy pile of gold besides. That I cannot allow, for either of us. I have a project to complete, and you are far too unique a specimen to risk. If you can't be reasonable, I'll just have to observe your development from afar. For now.
Charmed, I'm sure. Right away.
What to do? One day I'll catch a break.
She sees everything we are. Do you understand? There is no hiding from her.
What's hiding here? I'll give it a shot.
These are the stalking grounds of Steelclaw, furless one. Tread lightly. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now. I intend to. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards! Luck is not needed. Merely patience and a thirst for blood. Hunt fast and hunt well.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Why am I here? Considering all that is at stake, considering... Ask you again, why am I here?
Damn thing in there.
Another true soul.
The disciple will want to see you through the main doors. Welcome, true soul. The disciple will have work for you, I expect. So much to be done.
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlak, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, or where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. What did she want, anyway?
She came dressed as a novice. Gave me 3 soul coins. Said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? This could come in handy. I'll explain later. Away from prying ears. But trust me, you'll be into it. Cambion, but you're right. Then again, they could really come in handy.
Sure. But she did have a condition. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. Do you want the coins or not?
All right, suit yourself. Have a trade or whatever. Then, let's get out of here.
She said Karlak might say that. And she said to let her have it her own way. You can take a look at the rest of my lot if you like. Got good weapons in search of a worthy wielder. Better hope you can handle what I've got.
You have my attention.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Soldier.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Attention.
All right, what now? On my way.
You're one of her blessed, aren't you? To hear her voice, I cannot imagine.
The Absolute herself called us here. They cannot stop us from seeing Zorel now. Where do you hail from?
Not all of us survived the shadows to stand here. My wife, my sons, they were unworthy.
Back of the line. I'll be the first of us to swear to the General.
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. No doubt. Isn't for me to question them above me. I'm sure you know your business. I'll see they get all the help they need, true soul. And they'll need quite a bit.
It's Roa you want. We only talk when you've misbehaved.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Blessed by association, let's say. I come to pay proper respect to a new power. I bow, but the Zentarim prefer to look their business partners in the eye.
Joaquin's clipped coins, no. Faith is an overflooded market.
Transport, however.
These faithful folk need some goods moved into the city. Our ships are obliging.
Quietly.
Oh, I have the magic touch. The air is ripe with magic.
An honor, true soul.
One with the weave.
Of many thoughts, one mind.
And this was funny when it was just goblins branding arses, but you lot mean business, eh?
Yes.
You'd find better lodgings out in the war camp, True Soul. I know we're all one under the Absolute, but you do not want to bunk with an ogre.
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here.
For a moment, you do hear it. Flesh sliding on stone, like a living being extending through the walls.
Big! In walls above! Maybe. Whole tower. Loudest near kitchen. But Mig banned. Not allowed to pet gnolls! You find meat? You share!
Stink of dead gods and dust. This ruin is scarcely worthy of our Absolute.
Don't mind Mig and her meat sounds. It's just her brain slopping around in her skull.
On it. On it.
I've got a long road ahead. Another step forward.
Not afraid!
Let's have a look.
To true soul, should they accept the Absolute.
Ugh. Then I shall have to keep them busy praying for me.
No one stopped me yet.
But we've seen... What? A new face. Do as the warden says, when she says, and you'll be fine.
Plant one foot in front of the other. Head forward. Back straight. Make them fear you.
You're mistaken, surely. I am not. But we've seen... What? 5 true souls sent an audience? Not...
Let me guess. The Absolute is the only way. Don't bother. Why don't you and Zevlor take a long walk off a short cliff?
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for Disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your reasoning is hard to argue with. You're free to speak to the prisoners.
He's probably holed up somewhere, planning to burst in, spells ablaze, and rescue us.
I bloody hope not. If he saves us, I'll never hear the end of it.
I want to have a word.
Did you request this post too? I'm glad I got the Warden and not Zarel. Don't get chatty with the prisoners, mind you. The Warden won't like that.
You want to help? The gnomes couple cells down are up to something, and we're in.
I can't read bloody minds. Go on, before someone sees.
Water? I'd bet my life. There's a pier nearby. You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined? Barkus is out here? Didn't think he had the stones. Well, if he sent you, you're no slave to the Absolute. You're a damn wolf among sheep, aren't you? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn. We've got a plan. For us and the tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdel, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Or we're both done for.
Don't speak to the prisoners. The Absolute forbids it.
Can't give up now.
You spark of the familiar. Do I know you, true soul? Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland. Regardless, know this. I am the Warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to Disciple Balthazar himself. Stay on my good side. My face might be bland, but yours? It is now carved into my memory, forever. Indeed. But all are kept out of reach and under constant surveillance in the office above. Prison security is my highest priority. Anyone who refutes the Absolute is an enemy of mine, true soul. You would do well to remember that. He sounds important, and I'm afraid the mere dregs are the only ones left in my care. A pity you're already failing, then. My, they are letting all sorts become a true soul these days. He is chief advisor to General Ketherick, and one of the Absolute's favored. His necromancy is second only to the General's. It is an honor to serve him.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
I'd bet my last copper there's a pier nearby.
This area is off limits. Perhaps the guard can be convinced otherwise. Your conviction is enough. This will be taken no further. Nonetheless, this area remains forbidden. Should you attempt such a feat again, you will find yourself on the deserving end of justice.
What's the story?
You ought to be kinder, you know.
I'm ready.
To the prisoners, I mean.
Never mind.
Any one of them could be elevated to true soul, should they accept the absolute.
Ugh. Then I shall have
to find a way forward.
Praying for mercy from other gods, won't I? You're mistaken, surely.
I am not.
But we've seen... what? 5 true souls sent for an audience?
And not a single one came back down from the tower. Must have been unworthy.
It is impossible to keep a garment clean down here.
You'll find it all the harder once we're off on the march.
If you think I'm walking all the way to Baldur's Gate without a litter, you don't know me at all.
Oh. Kinda, you know. To the prisoners, I mean.
Don't get too close to the prisoners. They're desperate enough to try anything.
All's well here. The cargo from below has already been taken to the docks.
Looking ahead.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords on a clear day. If this place ever gets a clear day.
I'm afraid you missed the ship, Trousseau. But there'll be another along soon enough. We're already stacking the cargo. Baldur's Gate. The army marches overland. But we sent some friends ahead to smooth the way. Nothing of note. Just supplies for the battle ahead. I've already checked it twice over.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
It's just food. Supplies, like I said.
Look busy or they'll set you lifting too. Whatever's inside's heavy.
Stand clear of the cargo. Respectfully, Trousseau. They're not to be opened until they reach the city. The Absolute smiles on them that follow orders. And I don't plan on being a guard for long, Trousseau. Thank you.
I'm way too big.
My faith will guide me. No chance I'll fit through that.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. How much farther can I go?
Feel free to haul a few boxes. We need all the hands we can get.
better not be cursed.
Why am I here, considering all that is at stake?
If it's disciples round, ain't shy of handing out pay.
Wouldn't head into the main hall if I were you. Zurel and Keferic are working on some poor worm.
Welcome back, true soul. Zurel is holding an audience with the General, deciding the fate of those who have failed the Absolute.
I saw it, Trousseau. The army. They're nearly ready. It's nearly time. I'm trained as an assassin. House Hekar. Perhaps I can serve as a scout or special operations. When the call comes, I'll be ready. We march to Baldur's Gate. Us? We are so many, and we are marching to Baldur's Gate as soon as the Absolute gives word. I've never been to battle. I've never been to war. But I feel so calm, ready.
I have something to ask.
Bunch of the others were rounded up in the main hall a while ago. They ain't come back.
Shh! I'm trying to hear what's going on in there.
Heard a rumor some do-gooder stopped a horde of absolutists from getting their hands on a load of druids in some grove. Whoever it was, better pray the General doesn't smoke 'em out. Be a bloodbath, so it would.
Open up.
Respite does wonders.